I mean, if you're not a smoker, do you take $75,000 of merchandise to 5th Street in North Philly?
I mean, no, you don't. Okay. To be fair, the water's bad in Australia, but the lane's
worse.
The lane's just as bad.
Every bit.
Yeah.
He wasn't consensual to the threesome, said he was forced into the threesome, which is 3 dudes. So the thing that was dressed like a woman, that was also gigantic, he called Kitty, Superman and Kitty, took him to Pound Town, and he's not happy about it, and he's suing. The dong on Howard's probably the size of the Gale that took down the surfer.
Oh, he should have 2 things of assault, one for Howard and one for his dong.
And what do you think? I'm sorry, what do you think Kitty's packing? I'm sure Kitty wasn't little either.
Welcome to the Weekend Poppin', part of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, come today by the one and only Strong Stem Steve Cabot and Lashmize Liam Reese. Super excited to get this thing going. Strong Stem, how we doing, my man?
Huh? Me?
You?
I hate Arizona.
Yeah, same with that. Gosh, yep. Liam, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm looking past it. The weather's going to be nice this weekend. Steve's got me excited. They got stuff going on. You know, it's going to be good.
Yep. And guys, just want to let you know, I know the Phillies lost, but we beat the orange team.
Like that.
Let's
go!
Let's
Take
go!
that,
The number one
jerk.
seed.
Down the orange team.
The number
That's
one
it.
seed goes down.
Took down the orange team.
Let's go.
Love it.
Shout out the Lime Legends.
Sound out the lime green.
Right.
Who let the dogs out, baby?
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of the orange team going down, this is the Working Perspectives podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. Would you share it? Would you share it? Would you share it? Working Perspectives.
All right, on the show today, we're going to be bringing you topics from around the globe. The topics are going to fall under 3 different categories. The categories are Stupid Is, As Stupid Does, Incredibly Incredible, and Sports and Speds. Let's get it started with Stupid Is, As Stupid Does. Liam, I'm going to you. What do you got for Stupid Is, As Stupid Does?
So Nintendo Switch, you know, like to get your games, you have to get them off of the eShop. I don't know if you're familiar with the Nintendo Switch, but they released this game like all around. But in Europe, they released this game called Need for Spirits Drink and Drive Simulator. And the reason that's so crazy that they released it under like the rating, like in Europe, they have this rating system and they rated it 3+, meaning it's good for all ages.
Nice.
So, like, kids, if you want to see, you always wanted to see what it's like to drive. Well, how about we see what it's like to drive when daddy's drinking his angry juice? You know what I mean?
Let's go.
So the game has like immersive, like camera modes, and there's this thing called like drunk vision. You're like really drinking and driving simulator. So they had to yank the game so that kids weren't downloading it as like an all ages game.
Yeah.
Because there's like drugs in it too. Like you can get stoned. You
Wow.
like rip cigs in the front seat with a cold one, dude. It's pretty
So
crazy.
it's like a Grand Theft Auto kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's just only driving drunk, and you're driving. You're like dropping off booze for people too. It's pretty like stupid game, but the fact that just the big deal was that they released it 3 and up. But
Yeah.
Now let me ask a quick question. Can you get pulled over in this game
I
and
was
have
just
to like
gonna
do a
ask,
field
yeah.
sobriety test?
Yeah.
so
That'd be fantastic. How to avoid?
It's just like the abysmals of the road. Nah, it doesn't look like you have to really worry about, because they're pretty much like pushing drunk driving. You know, I guess it's how fun drunk driving would be if there was no cops involved, or it's looking like there's no people on the road. Thank God. But it's just like, you know, you're trying to avoid road hazards and, you know, slow reflexes and fuzzy vision and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
Reaction
wild,
time
dude.
stinks.
Did
Yeah.
you ever, I mean, like, we don't have to go through this, but Have you ever been get busted well, I don't want to hear a get busted story, but do you ever have a story where like you almost did and didn't?
No, I always got busted.
I have one. I wasn't drunk, but I was zooted like real bad. Like zooted bad enough that I shouldn't have been driving.
Right.
But I had like the girl I was seeing at the time was in the car with me, and she was, and while we were driving back, and she was playing with my joystick. You know what I'm saying? And,
trying to control the Nintendo.
Right. And then I got pulled over. And then the cop came to the car, and he noticed like, oh, there's another person in the car, right? Like he saw her like pop up as he was walking over. And then I had to put on like my serious face and be like, yeah, I'm just getting home from work, just tired, And he's like, all right, well, you need your inspection. It's, it's a month past. And I was like, yeah, I got it planned. He's like, all right. Well, if you show up with your inspection done to the hearing, then I'll just, we'll cancel whatever. So,
yep.
Yeah, that's what I did. And that's
attaboy.
Got lucky.
Shout out that girl. Also, I don't want to be a liar. Driving drunk, so much fun. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna put it out there. All right. It was actually, I shouldn't say that. It was fun when I was 19 years old. Probably not so fun anymore, but many moons ago, it was awesome.
If it doesn't ruin your life, it's great, right?
It's great.
No, I'll tell you. I mean, I had a buddy of mine we all know him, whose dad would wake up in the morning and crack one.
Yep.
And he would just say, he's like, I like driving with a beer. He's like, I like having a beer while I'm driving. And
that's
I'm
because in their day, they could drive with it between their legs. And if they got pulled over, the cop would like tell you, all right, go straight home. Or they'd like follow you home.
Yeah.
But it's not the way they do it anymore now.
Did anybody, any of you three ever see that Instagram video where they go over like the videos of when they first instituted that you can't drive while drinking?
Yeah.
And it's like in like Arkansas, and the one lady's like, I worked all day. I can't crack 2 cold ones on the way home. This is America.
Yeah,
it's about to be Russia.
Yeah,
this is communist.
Yeah, she's like, it's like communist China. Yeah, dude, that lady was hilarious, and she had her baby. She had a baby in the front seat right next to her.
Dude, that's brutal.
Old America's the best.
Yeah, how about let's keep it moving though.
Yep.
Steve, I'm going to you. What do you got for stupid is and stupid does?
Okay.
Timothy Morvan, 38 years old, decided to pull up right by, shout out Henzo Gracie Jim, pull up to the Burlington Coat Factory on 309 in Hatfield on a stolen 2007 Hyundai Semi. What did he do there? He met 2 people. He pulled around to the back of the Walmart on 309 and hooked his trailer or semi up to a trailer that was just dropped off in the back of Walmart to have the merchandise unloaded. Pulled up, hooked it up, and bounced. Now, where did good old Timothy Morvan go? He went straight down 309 to North Philadelphia to what we call the Golden Mile on 5th Street in North Philly. For those of you that don't know, it's this weird 1 mile where they make there's like a golden path and there's palm trees that are built. It's insane. It's in the middle of the hood. It's so wild. He takes it down to the Golden Mile. They stop. They pull over. He unhitches. He drives the truck 1.1 miles away in another spot in Philadelphia, burns it to the ground. And by the time the cops got there, they unloaded $75,000 of merchandise out of the back of this truck. Now you wonder, how did Timothy get caught? Because he seems like a bright fella, right? This seems like a foolproof plan. They popped him with a DNA sample. So good old DNA got him. They didn't say what DNA. We assume probably smoking a cigarette, or he was so excited he jacked off on the way down there. Semen's always the thing. He might have jacked off and there was jizz, whatever. Either way, they hit him with that. So now he has 2 felony counts of theft by unlawful taking, 1 felony count of receiving stolen property, and is sitting in the Bucks County Correctional Facility on a $200,000 bail, which is 10%. So 20 racks. He ain't getting out. Shout out that Sped, who I don't want to say this. This makes me sad. Is one of the only people I've ever met in my life that has the same birthday I do in 5 days on Mischief Night, 1 year after me. I'm 1983, he's 1984, but he's a Mischief Night baby and a crackhead. And shout out, the only person I've ever seen Chaz beat the out of multiple times. And he wasn't a small guy, and Chaz beat the brakes off this kid multiple times.
Could Chaz fight?
No, not at all.
No.
And he beat
not for lack of trying. Not for lack of trying, though.
Okay, yeah.
100%. But What do you think of that, Matt? It was right next to Henzo Gracie's. He swiped that thing.
So wait, just to confirm, he has a semi truck.
No,
So
he stole one
Oh,
from
where did
Hilltown Township, right close
Okay.
there. They didn't say specifically where, but it was right in
Okay.
that Hilltown area.
So he steals one. He waits for a truck to get dropped off, and then he hooks his up and takes it down. And $75,000 worth of merch.
Gone.
Wow.
it's the
Wow.
craziest part was he drove it straight to the block. Like
Straight to
yeah.
Fifth Street. Yeah.
he must have had it like worked out. Like,
Yeah.
yo, you guys give me,
Yeah.
X amount of bundles. I will
Yep.
drop this semi off right on your
Yeah.
block. You do what you
Yeah.
want with the merchandise.
Yeah.
And
He's
we were
like
cracking up.
he's like Bubbles.
Yeah. And the two
Bubbles
people,
came up.
the two people that they caught were like on camera, and they just said,
Yes.
"Yeah, it was all him." They weren't even charged, right? The
They
other
didn't
two
even
people?
not only were they not charged, they didn't drop their names. They didn't even get
Wow.
identified.
God,
They
dude.
just let them rat him out
So,
and just
I mean,
take the blame.
yeah,
It was
this
one
could be-
female and one male.
This could be an Italian lightning situation in a way, where it's like, all right, we get the insurance money to cover the gimmicks, right?
We'll get this
And
sped to take it, and we just
all,
roll
and
'em.
then
Yeah.
and we know all these people down there, they got the merch, and then we flip on the dude, we're good. And we
Yep.
collect on the payment from the people we gave the merch to.
Yep.
And this moron does the time. Yeah.
Or this guy we know is a crackhead. He went down there and traded $75,000 for $100 worth of heroin.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so, whatever it was. It
Oh,
wasn't
he's a big time.
$75,000.
So he's
Yeah, you
a big
crackhead.
time
He
whacker.
crackhead. Yeah, he
Okay,
crackhead.
all right.
Yeah, for sure. He's a smoker.
Man.
We'll say he's a smoker.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not a smoker, do you take $75,000 of merchandise to Fifth Street in North Philly?
I mean, no, you don't. Okay. Let's keep it moving then. We're gonna go on
Yeah.
to incredibly incredible.
Shout out Morgan.
Yeah. Liam, going to you. What do you got for incredibly incredible?
Dude, so an unnamed 22-year-old man in Warsaw, Poland, he posed as a mannequin in a shop window while all the businesses closed in a mall. So he sat there dead still. Like there's a picture of it. He's holding like a suitcase, sitting there and closed, and he's standing next to the other mannequins. He waits all this time for the place to close and then robs the place blind, dude. He stole clothes, jewelry, food, and he did this on more than one occasion. So, since he came back, to do this on more than one occasion, he got caught this time because he had to have known that he'd be on surveillance cameras somewhere. But I think just like, I think it's just so incredibly impressive that he would just sit there still the whole time. So if this guy, dude, if you're out there listening, unnamed Warsaw, Poland man, dude, you know what I mean? Like focus your talent somewhere else. Apply yourself, dude. If you have that kind of patience and determination, dude, you don't have to steal shit. You can find a trade or something.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, to be fair, too, he's in Poland, so he probably is like, these stupid Polish people won't even realize, like, what I'm doing. Like, he's like, if I pretend to be a mannequin, they'll just be like, wow, that looks like my friend Gary. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
But hey,
you know what?
Let's keep it moving.
You know what? This was exactly the place I was going, and you jumped me and you shitted on us more. I have Polish blood. I'm tired of the Polak jokes because this guy figured it out. Here's the Polak that doesn't have the screen door on the submarine. There's no joke for this guy. This guy figured it out. I'm tired of the dumb jokes. Suck it. Shout out Mr. Warsaw. I'm with you, brother.
Is there a Polish mannequin joke to be made?
I'm sure we can think of one. We just gotta,
let's
prep
ask
for it.
Let's ask, AI to do it for us.
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Wow.
Wow.
I
Saw a picture of this. I saw
yeah.
the picture. It's hilarious. They show a picture of him like
So
frozen with the thing.
Yep.
So funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So he looks like legit.
It's fantastic.
Okay. Wow. I mean, good for
Legend.
Hey, good for him though. Hey, dude, I'm all for someone that beats the system. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
He
And if you had to
literally
bet
does it
on-
right lined up with a camera too, like he's literally like directly on camera, like where he set up. So I feel like he was almost like taunting that. But
I want to be
don't know.
honest. If I put down a multiple choice of the background of the person that did this, and one of them was Polak, how many of you are choosing the Polak? Right? Let's be
Right.
honest. This guy
Right.
bumped the system. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, I stand by
Yeah,
what I
Poland.
said. This guy needs to apply himself, dude. He's very, very patient. Very patient.
Right?
There's
He
jobs.
should be a surgeon.
Yeah, there's jobs that need patient people, dude. He could do.
I tried to used to play. What was a stupid game where you would what was it called? Where you put the tongs in a thing to pull pieces out of like of the body And every time he touched the thing,
Operation.
I sucked at that because my hands would shake and I'd always touch it. This guy would smoke everyone.
Yeah, he would.
Oh yeah. Dude, what is he like? What is like? Is he also? You can't like have headphones in or anything. Oh, maybe he has hair cover. Well, no, but like
The picture he did not.
Yeah, he didn't
So,
have a
dude,
hat.
he
nothing.
just literally is there in his
Frozen.
head, eyes forward, frozen for hours. Impressive.
Very much so.
Impressive.
Anybody ever see the sped that locks out their knees in chorus when you're growing up and then they pass out?
Yeah.
Didn't do that. He knew to keep his knees bent.
Yeah, right.
Nice. Good stuff, Liam. Good stuff for Incredibly Incredible. Steve, going to you. What do you got for Incredibly Incredible?
We going to the land of down under. Da-na-na-na-na-na. We going to Australia, where our friends live. Feller by a 55-year-old named Jason Bren is a windsurfer. I don't know if you guys saw this. It actually had a thing on Nature is Metal. That's where I caught it. This guy is on a windsurfer, right? Avid windsurfer, doing all this cool stuff. He has video. He has a GoPro going on and a juvenile calf hump whale. And just for context, a adult hump whale can be up to 40 to 50 feet long and weigh up to 40 tons, which is 80,000 pounds. And they're also known for breaching, right? It's one of the most common things. Whenever you go whale watching, you see them jump out of water. It's 90% of the time it's a hump whale, right? So this guy is filming himself while he's kite surfing and gets breached and clapped by a hump whale.
Oh my
Nails
gosh.
him, takes him under 20 to 30 feet. He gets his way off, says he was under for about 30 seconds and gets to the surface. Luckily, he's okay. A guy from he had his GoPro going, so there's a live video of this. There was a guy on shore that saw it happen. And he's very happy because usually adult males have barnacles on them, which can be very sharp. They didn't. So he said, because he could feel the whale pulling him down. Also, just for some small things, the reason why whales breach as these guys, they have no idea because they don't know shit about these things, but they think it's either to remove parasites, right? They jump in the air and it helps get them off like an itch. They think it could be a role in courtship or dominance. So I'm either trying to get bitches or tell bulls backed up off, you know what I mean? Or they now have a new theory where they think it happens to be something with exercise, where it helps young males build up myoglobin in their blood and helps them like build up their muscles and be able to be stronger. So there's a couple theories. Really, they don't know why. But for this to happen and caught on camera is one of the wildest. I ask everyone to go check this out. I saw it on Nature is Metal, but it's all over the place. One of the wildest videos you'll ever see. He's literally flying, having a good time, and you just see this enormous thing breach and crush him, and it's over. It's over. But
I
he's
can't
okay.
believe he's okay.
Wow.
Completely fine.
Lucky.
Wow.
He's a lucky guy, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, totally. I mean, do we have a size for this?
So I checked it out. What he thinks is a juvenile calf is usually somewhere around 20 tons, which is, again, 40,000 pounds.
20 tons?
Yeah, because adult males can get up to 40 tons.
I don't
So he's a
understand how
solid-
he's alive.
He's a solid 20,000 pound animal that's somewhere around 20 to 30 feet.
Bro, it'd be like if the dude that stole the 18-wheeler hit him while he
Yes.
was windsurfing.
Yes.
Golly. Dude, that's wild.
And here's the wildest
Wow.
part. This is where I went. That's all. This whole story's cool. A guy that windsurfs in Australia. Do you know the creatures that roam the sea in Australia?
Yeah.
This
yeah.
guy's already wacky. Yo, he's wild.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Wild.
Dude, does he not watch Nature is Metal? Like, what is this moron doing?
Dude,
You
they don't
know?
care. They grew up around it. They're like not
Yeah.
even afraid of it. It's
I
wild.
mean, to be
is.
fair, the water's bad in Australia, but the land's
Worse.
the land's just as bad.
Every bit.
Yeah.
And just to be clear for our Australian friends, it was on the Sydney beach. It was in Sydney, Australia, off the coast of Sydney.
Shout out Miss Metal, shout out Cherry Cola, shout out Arabella de Busto. We love you.
Let's
all.
go.
Yeah, very nice. Awesome stuff, guys. Let's keep it moving. Steve, I'm gonna go back to you for sports and speds. What do you got for sports and speds?
This one makes me laugh already. Anybody know if I said Orlando Magic Superman, you would say
Shaq?
Dwight Howard. Close.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard has admitted to meeting a man on Instagram who's now accusing him of sexual assault to a hookup, right? Howard claims their encounter was completely consensual. It all started, of course, it goes down in the DMs. In his DMs, he hits up this guy. They have a consensual setup. He shows up to Howard's house in Georgia. When he shows up, there's Dwight Howard. For those that don't know, he's every bit of 7 foot and gigantic.
Yeah.
He also has another feller with him that's dressed as a woman. Now, he's dressed as a woman. He wasn't consensual to the threesome, said he was forced into the threesome, which is 3 dudes. And by the way, he was married before to a girl, Howard. then he said that he was forced into the threesome and with the man that Howard called Kitty. So the thing that was dressed like a woman that was also gigantic, he called Kitty. Superman and Kitty took him to Pound Town, and he's not happy about it, and he's suing. But his lawyer has all these like,
I mean,
dirty DMs, and it was consensual. But but just the fact that he showed up and the dong on Howard's probably the size of the Gale that took down the surfer.
Oh, he should have 2 things of assault, one for Howard and one for his dong.
And what do you think? I'm sorry. What do you think Kitty's packing? I'm sure Kitty wasn't little either.
I mean,
if he's the same size as Howard, then yeah.
I mean, is it a known thing that Howard's gay? I didn't know that.
It was very much assumed and suggested, and people have said stories, but it was never like outright admitted. And he had to admit it here to be like, no, I fucked a dude with another dude, but it was consensual. Like, here's the texts, here's the DMs.
I thought everybody knew about it. Just didn't.
I didn't know that.
He never admitted it, Liam. That was the thing. Everyone did know, but he never publicly came out because he had I don't know if I think he does have children. He did have a wife at some point.
Yeah.
So he was married.
Well, he was ultra religious at one point too. I remember when I saw a thing on him that when he was coming up, like one of his missions when going to the NBA was to incorporate the crucifix or Jesus into the NBA logo. Was one of his things. I was like, well, then put Jordan on it because he's Jesus.
Yeah, well, and maybe 20 years of partying on the road NBA later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now
Listen, I'm gonna be honest, Matt. He wasn't trying to put Jesus on that crucifix. He was trying to put Miss Kitty and this bull on the crucifix, and he was trying to do work.
He was thinking about another holy trilogy. You know?
That holy trinity went hard. No pun intended.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Dude, that's wild. I mean,
that dude's dong will give you nightmares.
To be fair, whoever these guys are that are lining up to be able to handle Howard Schmeckel, like,
you're
dude,
a gaping hole.
I mean, well, also
you're
just
a stronger man than I am.
Yeah, how about it, bro? How about it? I mean, the amount of pain you must be able to take.
You're basically asking to become Mr. Hands. For those of you that don't know the video, don't ever look it up. But you're asking to be Mr. Hands.
Oh, literally, it's like you might as well just got humped by that juvenile whale. You know what I mean? That's what we're dealing with here.
Unbelievable.
For sure. No.
Shout out to the gay Superman, yo. Shout out gay Superman.
Yeah, dude. Right. Yeah. Right. Hey, dude. More power.
I knew he was gay with them tights.
Go get him,
and he was always getting off of that hot chick who was the reporter. He never got the banger. He was okay with her like doing her own thing. I always knew Superman was gay.
Also, too, like, I mean, Shaq always made fun of him for not being like aggressive enough. Like that
not
was
being
his
tough
issue.
at all. That was his thing. Yeah, he was a sissy.
Yeah, he was like a
He's
wimp.
Sissy boy.
Yeah, he was a total wimp.
Well, Shaq always kind of like. Shaq
Now
always
he's a
had it
mama's
out
boy.
for him because Shaq
Because he's the other big guy.
Yeah, he had the steel and the Superman thing on his arm and stuff, and then that guy started doing Superman. So.
Yeah.
For the young people that don't know, in his prime in Orlando, like 15, 20 years ago, Dwight Howard was absolutely
him and Jameer Nelson. Dude, him and Jameer. Dude, how much did you love when it was the conference finals in the NBA, and it was the Lakers going against somebody, and then it was the Cavaliers and the Magic, and they had already started billing the finals as Kobe versus LeBron, because when it was LeBron still on the Cavaliers, and Jameer Nelson, shout out St. Joe's alum, and Dwight Howard shit all over their fucking Pop-Tart, and I loved it.
And the Chester High alum, son.
Yeah. Shout out to big ups to Delonte West.
Let's go. And he's probably in the same cell as Tim Morvan with he probably unloaded the truck with him.
Yeah, he was there.
But
he was on the block when they pulled up.
Delonte West was helping him unload the truck. You know what I mean?
He was like, we've got a Delonte West jersey in here. You're like, they're in Walmart now, cuz they went to Walmart. they're not in Finish Line no more.
I mean, legit, I would get a Delonte West St. Joe's.
I would rock one heavy.
Hell yeah, dude. Delonte West.
That St. Joe's team was so hard.
Oh, they were so great. I named a sexual move after Delonte West after he got caught banging LeBron James's mom.
Dude, what a life. Delonte West needs to write a book, dude.
Make a movie of this man.
To author it for him.
Yeah.
Agreed.
For sure. All right, good stuff. Let's keep it moving. Lishmoosh, going to you. What do you got for sports and speds?
All right, dude. So everybody I know is tired of hearing about Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. Like, it's every story on. But there was one story that got my attention that really made me smile. So a bunch of Swifties, Taylor Swift fans, They swarmed this restaurant to catch a glimpse of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce because they heard they were there. It was like rumored they were there on Instagram and everything. But it turned out it was just two scarecrows dressed as Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Oh my
So
god.
the rumor gained traction through like word of mouth, social media. And then when it hit like the local high school, this was in Connecticut. The place was called the place was called the Elm in New Canaan, Connecticut. So like the high school got a hold of it, and then like, they share one thing, it goes to like the entire high school and everything.
Right.
This whole town and probably neighboring towns of like cousins and everything. Dude, they swarm this place. Like there's pictures, like you can't even see the front door. And then like as you're reading through, the next picture is just like these clothes stuffed with like straw and shit. And like one has a Kelce jersey on, the other one has a thing. And like even they tried to like the rumor started on Twitter. And they even tried to like double back and like save face and say like, oh, well, Swift's close friends, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were there. But that also turned out to be false. So you had all these people there just to be like completely let down. They're like, guys, like, get away from our place, dude. It's a scarecrow. We have scarecrow.
Also, if you're not going to buy a pizza, then F off. You know what I mean?
Get
Like,
out.
we got customers here.
Now,
Also, shout out to that restaurant. If that was their intention to get people there by doing this, shout out to them because that's genius marketing.
So
I mean, I would love to see who was the source of the story, because if it's the restaurant, then I'm fucking with it. I'm
on the same wavelength as you, Maddie. I'm thinking. So I'm just like you. I listen to New Heights all the time, right? And he talks about him and his brother talk
Dude, they
about like
shouted us out too. Gotta love them.
So he talks about like how it is to be a Swift, and like Jason makes fun of him. Who says that Taylor Swift's publicist didn't make this move so that they could go somewhere else to have a nice quiet dinner and cause an uproar somewhere else?
Yes.
They're not stupid. They've been around the game.
Switch, dude.
A little okey doke, a little okey doke.
Because they were. I know Kelce was just in NYC because he was on SNL.
Yep.
So
and he was in
it's
Philly
very
for all the
plausible.
games with his brother.
Yeah.
All the Phillies home games he was at.
Smart. Very smart. That would work. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, hey,
Plus
you want to have a dinner by ourselves? Watch this. Everyone, tell everyone that we're going to this restaurant. We're actually going to the one down the street.
I like it. No,
that's a pro move.
Genius.
I would just love to see all like the look of like just like these people's like the second it comes over them that they've been waiting there for like an hour and 45 minutes to get to the front and just see like these scarecrows. They're like hanging from like a light pole. Dude, it's so funny. It's good.
Now,
it's good, man.
I have to insert this joke. Taylor Swift built like a scarecrow. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it. I don't want to upset Swifties, but she built like a scarecrow.
I need some cushion on that. You know what I'm saying? She got nothing there.
I need curves because this broad looked like a straight light pole, too.
I'm not trying to bang a point guard. You know what I mean?
Only if I'm on a slump. You need a slump buster, right? Everybody needs a slump buster.
So she is like not ugly though. You know what I mean? Like
not
she's
at all.
Pretty, you know?
Not at all. I'm sorry, but did you ever see the girls that Travis Kelce bangs?
Yeah, I say his like wife before. Yeah. Nice.
Insanely hot, yo. Insanely hot. Oh my god. And bodied out. That's one thing you'll never say about Taylor Swift. She's not bodied out.
Okay, so real quick, we are.
Here comes the hate. Here comes the hate.
Yeah. Well, I don't got hate for. I mean, if she's doing what our girl, what's Olivia's thinking she's doing, where she's messing with him and then breaks up with him before the Super Bowl.
I take it all back. Shout out,
dude. Then I'll tell you what, if she really wants to break the demographic, that's how you do it.
Yeah, bang
that's
me.
how you do it.
Wait, I would be a Swift fan. I would be a Swiftie if she did that.
If she did that, I will buy all her. I will buy every song of hers the next day.
Yeah,
and the songs that she had to do because she got screwed by her publicist. I'll buy all the stuff she redid to make all of it, every bit.
Yeah. I would support her 10,000% if she does. If she's that maniacal, I would love it. And if secretly she's dating Jalen Hurts and she's like, let's come up with this plan.
Oh, dude, you got a fan for life. You got a fan for life if that's the case.
I'm in.
Let's go. Right. I love it.
This is what we're doing. We're coming towards the top of time. Real quick, I reached out to our local joke writer for the Polish Manikin joke stuff. Okay, first one. A Polish guy was walking down the street when he saw a job posting for a mannequin in a store. He thought that would be the perfect job for him, so he applied. He got the job and started working the next day.
What?
Boo.
Yeah.
Next
That
one.
joke
Okay.
sucked.
Okay. Next,
I don't get
next
it.
one. I don't
Me
get it
either.
either. Okay. So every day the Polish guy would stand in the store window pretending to be a mannequin. He would stand there all day, perfectly still. And at the end of the day, the store would close and the employees would go home. Then the Polish guy would come out of his mannequin pose and rob the store.
Listen. This. If you're gonna come, you gotta come correct. This is
Dude.
nothing but slander to my people, and I'm not gonna accept it. All right.
I liked it. It
Well,
ended
hold
the
on,
way
here,
I
hold
wanted
on.
it
I
to.
think maybe hold on. Maybe hold on. It might be going. Okay, hold on. There might be a continuation. He did this for months and got away with it every time. One day, the police were tipped off that the Polish guy was robbing the store. They set up a stakeout and waited for him to strike. At the end of the day, the store closed and the employees went home. The Polish guy came out of his mannequin pose and started to rob the store. But just then, the police burst in and arrested him. The Polish guy was taken to the police station and interrogated. The police asked him how he had gotten away with robbing the store so many times. The Polish guy smiled and said, "It was easy. I just stood there all day pretending to be a mannequin. And when the store was closed, I walked out with the merchandise." The police officer just laughed and said, "That's a pretty clever plan." The Polish guy said, "Yeah, it's called the mannequin caper."
These
What
jokes
the
suck, dude. Burn that whole computer to the ground.
Yeah,
I'm annoyed.
yeah. AI, I'm not.
That's the
impressed.
end?
That's
That's it.
bro.
Oh,
These-
man.
all of
What a
those jokes-
letdown.
You got to cut this
Oh.
whole thing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was awful.
Ooh,
All right,
oh.
AI, you strike out. Okay,
You're out.
We're coming towards the top of time. Let's make it quick. Steve, what do you got before we get out of here?
Shout out the Norgwen Enforcers 14U and 16U team that will have a holiday Halloween tournament hosted by my brother. You'll see the one and only Strong Stem on the grill from 7 a.m. till who knows when, Saturday and Sunday. Come through. We got all types of stuff, music. I was supposed to be riding my four-wheeler with, they're called the Lady Hawks, with the they have like a chicken outfit, like I was gonna do that,
Yeah.
and then the grill man had a bail, so somebody's got to step up. So Uncle Steve is here for my nieces. We out here.
Yeah, shout
Swing
out Uncle
through.
Steve, shout out.
Go
Amazing.
Enforcers. We're trying to win
Go
that belt.
Enforcers. Love it. Lishmoosh, what do you got before we get out of here?
Well, lessons were learned today, and we learned that AI can do a lot of things, but it
Can't write
cannot.
jokes.
It will
You
not make you
cannot write
laugh,
no
dude.
damn jokes.
They can't
You
write
wanna know-
Polish jokes.
Well, that's the thing. They're incapable of AI is incapable of racism, so it can't write a good Polish joke. You know what I
They
mean?
were terrible. It was terrible.
I mean, yeah, not good at all. But yeah. And then real quick, this weekend, it's the end of the season tournament for my daughter's 5 and under girls soccer team. So we are on a hot streak. We've won our 5 out of our last 6 games, and we've knocked off the orange team. So
Yes.
hopefully we're coming into this tournament hot. And it's not the best team that comes in the tournament. It's the hottest team.
Let's go.
Right now we're red hot. So we want to stay hot. And hopefully we can get this dub for the tournament and walk out the champs. So, you know,
not to drag it out. Do you know who you get in the finals?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything.
Well, make sure they don't play goalie. There's no cheating, and I don't
Right.
need you
Yeah.
having a girl
Yeah.
play goalie.
Purple, if you put a girl in goal again, I'm going to kick her out myself. So shout out.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of the purple team cheating, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, coming today by Strong Stem Steve Cabot and Lashmize Liam Reese. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. Yeah, also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please like, subscribe so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. Thanks. See ya.